Heyo, Leo. Welcome to your week of April 19th, 2021 tarot reading. About to hit you up with a general vibe card here with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Then we'll do a 3-card spread of past, present, future, and a couple clarifiers and an outcome card for you. See what's going on for you, Leo. Maybe everything's going good. Hopefully everything's going good. But remember, Leo, these are general readings. So, take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to make something fit that doesn't. Don't try to fit no square pegs into the wrong round holes, and we'll be all good to go. But without further ado, Leo, we'll give this deck one last shuffle. Yeah, that should be good, I think. And we'll see what we got for you. So, your overall energy card, is the Thinker. So, it's time to think, a time to reflect, time to kind of internalize at this week. Maybe this is a week where you do a lot of thinking about maybe your future, about situations you're in, about your relationships, not just romantic ones, but ones with your friends and family as well. Really kind of contemplate that stuff. Is this what I want? Is this what I really need at this time, right? Is this the right path I'm going down as well? So very contemplative, reflective, and internal this week, it seems, for you, Leo. And, we got cards flying everywhere. Cards flipping and flying and shucking and jiving. Oh, my Lord, that's a lot of cards. Jeez Louise. I do take poppers, but poppers, yeah. Pop-outs. I do take pop-outs, but not when 4 or 5 cards come down like that. That's too many. It's too much. But we'll get you one last shuffle here, Leo, and we'll see what you got. So in your past, we've got the Six of Pentacles, card of balance. So that's a good place to be coming from, card of balance. A place of balance, a place of generosity as well. Giving to the point, giving, but not giving so much that it hurts you, but giving people what they need, right? And that doesn't necessarily have to be a financial way. The Six of Pentacles does mean financial and material, that kind of world. But it can also be sometimes you just need to give someone a shoulder to cry on. Or someone just needs somebody to empathize with them or something like that. And it seems like that's a place you're coming from, where you're kind of leading a life of balance and leading a life of generosity. So that's really awesome, Leo. That's a nice, pleasant place to be coming from. This is leading to the Three of Pentacles, which is a card of teamwork makes the dream work. It's a card of working together on a team, as they say. And it's a card of knowing your place on that team, right? If you're you're the person that is the carpenter on the team, for instance. If you're building a house, it's knowing knowing your place, knowing that you're responsible for what you're responsible for, right? Are you the carpenter? Are you the producer? Are you the designer? Are you the painter? Are you the electrician? All those things come together to make this house. What is your role here? And understanding that is your role and you have to be responsible for that, and also to make sure you do your best at that role. It's about a bunch of people coming together and doing something that no one of them could do on their own to make something awesome, right? Like building a house. So that's what this card represents. So maybe you are going into a teamwork situation, and maybe you need to really think about your role on that team, right? Maybe your role may not seem as good as you think it is, right? Maybe you feel like it's an insignificant role, but it's actually really important. If you weren't doing that and doing your best on it, then maybe the whole thing wouldn't come together as good as it will when you're giving your best, when you're contributing your best, right? So try to keep the sort of self-doubt out of your life or out of your mind here at this time, and know that your job is important on this team. This is leading to the Hangman. So this is a card of taking a different perspective. So this is a card in your future of taking a different perspective. Maybe after you do this job, or while you're in the process of it, if it hasn't finished yet, is kind of gaining that perspective of I am really important here, right? Not so self-important that you're I'm better than everyone else, but realizing that what your role is on this team is important, right? Not sitting there dwelling on the fact that your role isn't as glamorous as someone else's, right? Maybe you're not getting all the love that the designer would be getting, where it's wow, this was such a good idea, but you're still getting love for whatever your role is. Maybe you're the painter or something, and it's you're making some good color selections for the rooms to really bring out the best in a room, rather than it's looking dreary and drab. Everyone's just painting gray or white on the walls. It's that's so easy, but you could really liven a place up using your skills, using the best of your abilities. So maybe the Hangman is giving you that perspective where it's I can really, really have an impact here if I, do my best. So yeah, taking a different perspective and, maybe having some enlightenment. Like the hangman here has that halo around his head, and that represents enlightenment that he's gained. So I like that a lot, Leo. So we'll get you some clarifiers and an outcome card here in just a second. But before we do, if you could leave a like, I'd really appreciate that a lot. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't already, and that way you'll get notified whenever I upload new videos. Then you can check out your Sun and Rising videos after this one and get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. But without further ado, we'll give this deck one last shuffle, as I always say. And then we will get you your clarifiers. So between the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, we got the Page of Cups. That's kind of funny because I just did Aries reading and they had the Page of Cups come up as well. So maybe you want to check out Aries reading after this one if you have that in your chart or you're just curious. But the Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups is all about opportunity. Right? It is a card about a new beginning and emotion, but where I'm seeing this teamwork and such, and where you're thinking so much about it, I see it as opportunity. That fish in the background there represents opportunity. Like I was saying to Aries, you ever see those videos where the people hold up the fish and they're taking the photo of it and then the fish jumps back into the water on them? It's like that's opportunity slipping away from them. Like they could have had this big catch, but they decided to showboat and grandstand. Look how good I did, before they seized the opportunity for sure and made it a for sure thing, right? And so that's what you got to do. If there's an opportunity in front of you, you got to seize it. You got to take it, and you can't just be like, oh, I've got it. I've got it for sure. Haha, I'm boasting to everybody. Make sure you do have that opportunity. Right? So that's between those two. So it's like, make sure when you're on this team that you really know that this is a big opportunity for you to shine. This is a big opportunity for you to show your stuff. But you got to do a good job on it. And you can't be like, well, you can't go half-assed on it. And you can't be so showboated like, oh, I'm going to do so good on this, and then talk yourself up. And then everyone realize, yeah, you did good, but you didn't do as good as you made it sound you would, right? But between the Three of Pentacles and the Hangman, we got the Hangman again. So that's just like that's like the universe saying I said what I said and I meant it, right? That's when one card comes up in a reading twice, or when it clarifies itself, that's really like the universe saying like, hey, pay attention, right? So pay attention. You're gaining a new perspective on your team. Like again, like I said, maybe at your job or wherever, you feel like you're underutilized, or you feel like you don't do as good of a job as everyone else does, or you feel like you don't do as glamorous a job as everyone else does, and everyone else is only getting the credit. But you're important, remember? Remember, you're getting a different perspective. You're going to realize that you're important, or that you're doing what you should be doing, or you're doing what you're doing, and it's worth it. You're really a vital part of the team. Or maybe you're just realizing maybe you don't want to be here at that job anymore. Maybe you realize like, I don't like it here, right? Maybe that's your realization through this as well, is like you're working on this team, you're realizing these people don't appreciate me, or they really maybe don't treat me well or something. And it's like, that's the perspective you're gaining. It's like you're really taking a step back and kind of taking yourself out of it and realizing like, they just treat people in my position terribly. I'm going to go somewhere where they appreciate someone with my set of skills. Something like that maybe. For an outcome though, we got, that's so funny. I said the Page of Pentacles earlier and he popped up. I'm pretty sure I said Page of Pentacles when the Page of Cups came up, but 2 pages represent the start of something new. For sure. So we're getting a lot of repeating type of cards here. But the Page of Pentacles is the start of something new in your physical material world. So again, like I just was saying about like, maybe you need to go get a new job. That's what the Page of Pentacles can say, is like, maybe you need to get a new job. Maybe you need to go and be like, well, they don't appreciate me here. I'm going somewhere else. A friend of mine used to work for an IT company, I believe, or like where he did like system reports. And they treated him really poorly, and he didn't like it there. And he decided, like, I'm not going to go there anymore. So he went out and looked for a new job, and he found a new job that paid him even more. They appreciated him there, and they really value his skill set. And it's like, he's never been happier. It's like, that might be it for you. Maybe you need to just find a new job. Maybe you need to realize, like, hey, like, this place treats me like shit. I'm getting out of here, right? Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe it's like a realization that when you do so good on your job here and you realize that you're not being mistreated, but it's more like you don't see yourself as getting the respect you deserve, when in reality you are quite appreciated. Maybe once you realize, oh, if I just give it my all the time, or give it my all as much as I can, that I will get promotions, right? Maybe this will be the start of something new where it's like you get that new spark of joy in your career. So I like that a lot, Leo. Again, very introspective and thinky type of week, as we said with the thinker card over this, and the hangman. He's also a very thinky type of card. So I like that a lot, Leo. Hope that helps you out this week. Remember, you can like the video, subscribe. Oh, excuse me. Check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos to get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. And I hope to see you, Leo, in the next video.